What's the worst Christmas bonus you've ever received? My old employer dangled a year-end bonus for client retention in front of our faces all year. They did not give a structure or a dollar amount, simply stated its existence. It took them 3 months to release the bonus and it came out to $84 before taxes. I think the value added to my paycheck was $61 after it was taxed. I shouldn't bitch about extra money, but somehow nothing would have felt better. I would have rather picked up a shift at a grocery store to make $61 than work harder for that soul-sucking employer. I've been with the same company for 7 years. December is when we do our annual reviews with our respective managers and get our comp adjustments raises for the following year, and find out what our bonuses will be. We have a big holiday party at some local venue complete with a nice dinner, open bar, etc. Last year, our CEO had a big all-hands meeting in the first week of December to announce that there would be no bonuses, no raises, no holiday party. But hey, everyone gets a $100 Visa gift card. Well, I worked for a well-known video game magazine that's owned by a well-known video game retailer. All year, we get free games when they released and had a nice democratic system for how they got divvied up amongst all the editorial staff. At Christmas, our parent company offered us one of two bonus choices. 1. A $25 gift card to spend at their retail locations that sold games. 2. A $25 gift card to a major book retailer that they also owned. Most of us just skipped the bonus since it was so insulting. Not a Christmas bonus story, but related. I once had a job where I was below the level where you were eligible for an annual financial bonus. At the end of the review period, when the folks above us have gotten their bonuses, the company realized that they had a huge pile of beach towels with the company names stitched into them which were left over from an event. They gave us all one of those towels. I asked my boss if the purpose was for us to cry into them since we weren't getting a real bonus. A Butterball turkey branded check for a $10 turkey at the grocery store. Not a gift certificated check with routing numbers and everything. I still don't know how it worked or why. I worked at a hotel and everyone was handed a legit check from Butterball for $10 with their paycheck. I took it to the grocery store. They got so confused they just gave me a frozen turkey. One of the bellmen said he cashed it for $10 and it worked. I'm still confused by the Butterball turkey check. An extra day off which I booked, and they cancelled it when COVID hit, and then they scrapped the policy altogether after that. Now they do a Christmas party and everyone has to get there by themselves and buy their own drinks. So everyone drives, has one lager shandy and a Coke, then leaves. It's funny seeing who's going to be bold enough to leave before the boss does. The awkward thing is the boss sometimes stays longer to make sure everyone has a good time. It's just awful. Crappy dinner at a brewery, packed in like sardines eating greasy wings and some sort of nacho trash. Tickets for 2 beers from the very busy bar. People individually or in groups were brought up to do games that the boss's wife found online. Winners got $20. No effort was made to be fair, and some favorites got over $100, a couple breaking $200. Most got $40 or so. Myself and a few others $0.0000, nada, zilch. No company-wide gifts, not even a typical crappy card. Not a bonus, but we had a Christmas gift exchange party after hours, but they scheduled me for a morning shift the day after, and I legally had to go home and get 8 hours of sleep for work the next day and couldn't attend the party. The guy who was assigned to get a gift for me agreed to give it to me the day after, but he conveniently forgot to bring it to work. Asked him the next day and he still forgot. Ended up getting it in March. An email phishing test sent by my employer to test if people will fall for a fake email. The email appeared to be from the gift card URL with a Starbucks logo and my employer logo, and said I was getting a Starbucks gift card for the Christmas holiday. When I clicked on it, it basically said, "Gotcha, if that was a real phishing email you would have been scammed." So they decided to kick everyone in the nuts for Christmas. 6 beers and some overlast sale day chocolate bars. I don't drink beers. My one college only drank a certain brand, not the one we got. The other didn't care much for any kind of beer, and the last was a recovered alcoholic, who didn't tolerate any kind of alcohol in her home, which she was very open about. My boss was really not a good people person. I don't even think he understood our lack of enthusiasm. Not me, but my wife, she's a home carer. During COVID lockdowns, a head office asked them all to come and to pick up their Christmas bonus treat. It was a single fucking tea bag with a bow around it and a mini pack of biscuits. You get more at a cheap hotel complimentary. That was it. all they got for risking their lives and their families' lives on a daily basis while everyone else was marooned at home. Squeezer from an Indian chick boss at a fucking movie was like being the air under the center of a hand strengthening thing like scissors with resistance that don't cut. When it was too much I had to fake and make Kramer to just get the hell out of 2 days later by phone. To this day I'm not sure if she believed I won. The future husband didn't if he likes HJs. I worked at a discount outlet grocery store over the pandemic and they were the only place I got a holiday bonus. The first year was a measly $25 that the government taxed and everyone only got $12. The following year they gave us gift cards to the store. And the year after that they increased our employee discount, normally 10 for 1 transaction between Thanksgiving and Christmas, to 50. A $1 enroller. I was the first employee there and helped get everything going before they opened and then worked there another 4 years and that's the thanks I get. The owner later down the road tried attempting a huge insurance scam and tried to put all the blame on me after I had been gone 3 years. Asswipe. And as a second bonus along with the lynch roller I got a pay cut too. Op. Many people don't get a bonus should not be considered guaranteed income. People who budget around a bonus are doing it wrong. A bonus is just that, something extra that you may or may not get. Personally, I never received a bonus and was that shitty. I got dumped once around Christmas. Does that count as a bad bonus? In lieu of a Christmas bonus, my old job let us do a secret Santa thing. The person that got me, said she got me something that when she saw it, it immediately made her think of me. I'm like 8 years older than her, but she genuinely handed me this package she wrapped up and let me open a gift for me to discover she bought me anal beads. Probably the year I didn't get one because I got really sick around Thanksgiving and had to go on medical leave. The boss's justification was you didn't work Christmas week. I had worked harder and billed more hours than every other employee at the company the whole rest of the year. I will never stop being bitter about that. They had each employee 20 total pick a charity. They then donated $100 to our charity in our name. They did not tell us this in advance. The only indication of what they were planning was that they sent out an email with a survey we had to take and one of the questions was, "What charity do you like to support?" I work in the trades. Here were the last 4 in order. A broken analog wall clock with company logo, a donut, a winter jacket 2 sizes too small and a layoff. They mailed me the jacket a month after the layoff when it came in. And finally all the beer I could drink at a company party in 3 days' pay, which was nice. I get a card that says they donated to an organization in my name or something to that tax write-off effect. I find that pretty gross. I will be stoked if they gave a couple families a dinner or some presents. It's a big company, if they did that for every employee it would probably make a real difference. Nothing. The bosses wanted to blame the economy and a specific former president. Wrote a whole front and back letter about it, and just rambled about stupid shit. Instead of just saying the salespeople weren't making good sales and the company was tanking. My former bosses are 2 dumbasses. I worked at a job for 7 years that gave us $500 bonuses every year. In the 8th year, I expected the $500, but received actual coal in a stocking. The business was collapsing due to bad decisions made by ownership, and they thought the joke of coal would soften the blow of no bonus that year. Worst had to be my first one and that was 7. It's only the worst bonus because I've never received one before that, so I'm grateful for even receiving one as most people don't actually get one. It's the only ever one I've received, but I'm about to receive my second at my current company. One year company gave out canned hams instead of the normal $100 to employees. Usually it was $5,200 depending on your level of seniority. One guy got his and just threw it straight into the trash. They tried handing one to my wife whom they know is a vegan lol. Out of the places I have worked that do a Christmas bonus, probably a gift card to a restaurant that the boss has a connection who runs it. The food there is fine, but it is a bit overpriced and there are better places of that style of restaurant in the city. One of the first major jobs I worked, my boss hosted a contest to boost morale. The contest was whomever got the most sales, would get a $100 bonus for Christmas. I'm not joking. That was our Christmas bonus. No one went for it, so she took it for herself. A $15 grocery store gift certificate after the owner of the company ranted about what horrid employees we all were. At the end of the Christmas party I handed her food stamps back to her since she seems to be doing so poorly. We unionized 4 months later, back in the 90s working for the UK Civil Service. Everyone was offered 5 whole English pounds. You could accept it would be contributed to the Christmas party fund, or not accept it and don't go. We also had to bring our own booze to the Christmas party. I worked as an apartment super for a boss who I can only describe as a slumlord. He gave me $30 in Applebee's bonus cash cards, 3 $10 dollar cards that could only be used one at a time. Needless to say, I didn't work there much longer after that. When I got hired, the company allocated $2.50 per employee to get cold cuts, rolls, potato salad and soda. That was 40 years ago. They discontinued the program about 15 years ago. It was still $2.50 a head, and that wasn't enough to feed everybody. I got a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card, which is great because I love to read. I was my organization's only remote employee out of 20, so I couldn't use it unless traveling or ordering online, which eroded the value and selection of the $50. I'm a teacher and our district's policy is that no school funds can be spent on good or gifts for teachers. I do have to say though, that our administration does put together little holiday goodie bags for us that are usually very thoughtful. I had a manager donate $25 to a religious charity on my behalf. I was young and broke, I needed the $25. I got a letter letting me know the donation was made on my behalf. To say I was sad is an understatement. This was 30 years ago. Can it be any worse than not getting one? I'm sure nearly everyone here has worked somewhere that doesn't give out bonuses. I've had several jobs that did pay out bonuses and several that simply did not. This is a silly post. I'm about to receive a 20 pounds ham. I'm single. I live alone. I don't need ham. I'm super fucking low on funds and would rather have the money spent on the ham because I live on beans and rice. But no, everyone gets the ham.